Hi, I'm Srihari. I'm doing internship at LEXIS and Company. I'm studying at Presidency Bangalore. Today my topic is one of the most interesting topic, that is right to practice and propagate religion versus right to life, freedom with dignity. I would like to start with one of the famous case that is related to festival, that is Shabrimala. Why I choose this topic, basically it is one of the most interesting case I thought, because it's overlapping one right over another. If we see this case's incident happened from 2012, where till now the judgment was passed by before the honorable judge, was the violation saying that why the women were not allowed to go to Temple Sabrimala at some sort of age, and why they are not allowed, because they thought that it's a discrimination, because in our constitution it is said that right to practice and right of discrimination, there should be no discrimination regarding caste, religion, birth. But here it is not about a discrimination that the women have been facing, some sort of a religion that have been protected by the state and also by the other people who are the devotees in that temple. Because this case, in the case of customary law, if we talk about it, fulfills all the essential that we need to focus why it is custom should be followed. Because in the customary law there is two essentials that should be maintained, that there should be some evidence that sort it had been started from the olden age. Basically it has some proofs that it was been started from olden age, where the lord was situated, the place and palace is now even still there at that in Trishur, basically, where Travancore Devasam board. So this is one of the most important evidence, or we can say that there should be a group of people who are assembled, means that's one of the most important area people also group. But here, even though the women were not allowed to go to temple Sabanala, but it's also some sort not a discrimination, but it's protecting, because in number also constitution right to practice and propagate our religion. This is also considered as one of the fundamental right. It talks about where the men's and women's are being equally treated for protecting their cultural practices, even though this is one against the other right. There are many such Dalit peoples and ST OBC where they are also not allowed to enter the temple. So before solving the solution for this, there should be also some other outcomes or some other aspects that need to focus by the government before treating this solution. Because in some other areas, whereas OBC, ST, SC, these people are being also allowed to enter the temple, but they are not allowed to enter the temple due to scheduled caste or due to their caste. Caste is one of the most discriminating. So why would this case be in so much length that other cases also should be pending? Same other cases to protect of an individual or a society to promote protected religion. There's also one more article, that is cultural and adversarial cultural and educational right. There's one more article which says that the state had also have the power to protect the religion which have been practiced. So this is also one of the article which can be supported by this. So I think this there's no discrimination sort of, because for example in the puja ceremonies also women are not allowed to go. Why? Because there's some sort of restriction that are made. So here also, this case which was evolved in this year, there was no other violence before that, that there was some so the women's were not restricted. Only recent times that some of one discovered and they started bringing this case up. So here in this case also there was 7 bench, and where this decision was been further delayed, and lastly they said that they are not allowed to go, because even though it's a discrimination and sort of freedom that has been restricted by the women not to enter, but there might be some sort of restriction why this has been made. There was also one of the incident from the government where they tried to break this right by sending some teenage women in ambulance till the temple, and also the government had big involvement in this. So even though they had a default in not protecting the religion, but they also made a plan to destroy this practices, but eventually this did not happen. This happened when where the teenage women were went in the ambulance to the temple. So this is one of the case where it thinks that even though there's a discrimination and there's a right to freedom is restricted, but let this practice be evolved, because this has been a practice which has been from the ancient times. So destroying this before, we should also think about some other aspect, what should be treated more efficiently. So before in this case, in my opinion, if I tell, is that there should not be any restriction that is made in this case, saying that right to discrimination, right to life of liberty restricted, but the religion that have been practiced from the ancient times should also be followed, but should not break up, even though some of sorts of consequence may have. So this is one of the case that I thought about to talk, that right to life versus right to practice religion. So there should be no overlapping by each right. Each right has its own unique and its aim. So these two rights cannot be overlapped, and these two rights should be treated equally. If you have any doubt, you can comment, please share, like, subscribe. This video is only for educational purpose. Thank you.